Welcome to a new special episode of the cut content of Counter-Strike. Today we are doing some gaming archaeology again because we are trying to put together a map that has long been forgotten. DE Silo. DE Silo is a bomb defusal map that was featured in Counter-Strike Condition Zero during its development. The map takes place in a Russian/Soviet ICBM silo. In my opinion, a cool theme for a map, a theme that I've been really missing in modern Counter-Strike maps. There's little information available surrounding this map. The little we have is in written form or in the form of a low-resolution video as well as a handful of screenshots. Because even after hours of digging, I was not able to find any more screenshots, sadly. So, what do we know? DE Silo was designed by Mark Wardwell when Gearbox Software was developing Counter-Strike Condition Zero. Mark Schröder was responsible for most of the textures of this map, and the map itself was the first mission in Gearbox's version of the single-player campaign as reported by PC Games in 2002. And to add some of my own thoughts, I assume this map was a tribute to the early beta maps Foption and Soption. One of them we covered in cut content of Counter-Strike episode 8 because this was the only official map to feature 3 bomb sites and it was also located in a missile silo. But back to DE Silo. The aforementioned video and screenshots only provide us with a very limited impression of the map, and what you are seeing right now is the entirety of the footage that we were able to dig up.
Need backup.
The last possible source of information for this map is the deleted scenes mission Secret War, because it reuses several parts of DE Silo's geometry. So when I set out to recreate this map, I decompiled the mission and extracted as much of the original geometry as possible, and then spent hours and hours of deleting faulty brushes. Well, that took a long time, seriously. Spent like 3 days every evening deleting brushes. Then I compared it with the little video and a few screenshots and tried to see what has to be changed to match the original. For example, I had to modify this floor texture. It wasn't included in the game anymore, but I guess my own creation matches the original quite well. Other areas were harder to recreate because even though we could see them in the video, the textures were missing, like in this room. The texture for these wall panels is completely missing from the game, so I reused this texture for all of them. From the release screenshots we were able to pinpoint the location of one bomb site. However, the location of the other one is unknown. But because it was reported that this map is rather compact and a small introduction map for quick matches, I figured the second spot can't be far away, so it seemed logical to me to place it right next to the actual ICBM, so in the silo itself. I added several different routes to allow for quick rotation and access to the two spots, however only in the unknown areas. The areas that we know about remained in the original configuration, or at least I tried to stay as close to that as I could. Though the B spot, the one in the control room, the one with all the computers and stuff, it worries me a bit. It has only 2 access points and gameplay wise that may not be that great, so yeah, I think we need to modify that. After I was done with the map's layout, with the basic layout, there's still some changes here and there, and yeah, you have been seeing the map in various stages of development throughout the whole video. Well, after I was done with the map's layout, the map was a little quiet. So I went ahead and dug up some of the original sound effects originally recorded for this map, the original map. And these are computer sounds, howling wind, as well as a siren sound. And to them I added some of the normal Counter-Strike sound effects already included in the normal game. And I think the end result is well enough. Since this map is now in a playable state, I want to show it to you and ask you guys for help. Because so little is known about the map, I would like to ask you for your input on how to improve the map's layout. With my last map recreation project, you guys helped a lot. Someone pointed me to some original textures that I was missing. So maybe someone knows someone who played the original and remembers the layout. Or someone has still an issue of an old gaming magazines where they covered this early version of Condition Zero laying around. Even if the magazine is in Spanish or Russian, I don't care, it would still be very helpful. Well, dreams aside. I would like to ask you guys to play the map a little and tell me what you think. All the areas that were not shown in the video or in the screenshots are up for debate. The terrorist spawn and the counter-terrorist spawn are especially up for debate because they are still very simple and subject to change. I'm well aware that we are probably not creating the next Dust 2 here, but I'm certain that with you guys' help we can at least make this an average to good map, even with the rather limiting style, all the corridors and closed ceilings, but I am fairly confident that we can do it. I could even imagine this map getting, once it's done, a visually stunning CSGO overhaul. That would be pretty amazing because I just love the theme of the map. So I am looking forward to your feedback, either here in the comment section or feel free to write me a personal message on Twitter, or maybe even do a map review video and discuss it there. By the way, at this point a shout out to Zerk Maps for my German viewers. He's a guy doing map reviews. I found some pretty nice old school CSGO maps through his videos. If you understand German, go check him out. He has done a video on DE Silo, and following his suggestions I redesigned the A spot. But I will include both versions in the download for you, so please tell me which one you find better. The one that he got for his video is a bit older version where the CT spawn is very rudimentary, but the layout of the map is basically the same as in the current version. So if you do understand German, do me a favor and check him out. He's done some pretty cool videos and recently he's done a lot of videos on new Counter-Strike Global Offensive maps. In the video description you will find a download link to a test version of DE Silo. Simply unpack the archive file and copy the content into your Counter-Strike folders. It should work with any version of Counter-Strike Condition 0, 1.6 or even older versions, I guess. So if you still want to play this in 1.5 or 1.4 or even in a beta, well, be my guest. The download link in the video description down below will take you to my Patreon page. But don't worry, the download is of course completely free. I just use Patreon to host the whole thing because the other download service I used in the past, they delete the file after a few days and well, it's easier that way. And I think that's all that needed to be said in this video. I really hope you enjoy the map, have fun playing it, and I'm really looking forward to your feedback. So see you in the comment section down below, or see you in DMs on Twitter, wherever you want to contact me if you decide to write a review. Really looking forward to suggestions and making this map better. So till then, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag.